Hey guys, Pokemon Dragon here, and I'm just gonna do like a little free battle. Just a hint, I don't do very well in this video. Um, but oh well. So I am actually on the other side. I'm the Pokemon Dragon. He sends in a Zoom World because there's nothing I can really do, but I need to get rid of that Mamoswine in case he's doing a Focus Sash Stealth Rock. And they're actually shinies now. That's very cool. Um, so I send this guy and just try to get as much hazards as possible up. He burns me, but I don't really care. um, However, I do have to worry about Excadrill because it probably does have Rapid Spin. So he sends in this guy right now, as along with the balloon. I go Foul Play to break his balloon as he goes with as I go with Spikes in case he Rapid Spins. Unfortunately, I forget I get priority through Prankster. So all status moves get priority, unfortunately. So I go Earthquake just in case, but he switches into Skarmory because he's flying. So he's just trying to get hazards up now. Stone Edge is doing an awesome amount of damage, so what he has to do is he's still going with Spikes, but he does have leftovers, so it does do damage. He goes with the Roost, but unfortunately I'm faster than him, so I make a mistake, and I go with Earthquake. So, because Roost will make you a flying type again, so I decided to just stick out as long as I can by using Stone Edge, trying to get rid of the Skarmory as soon as possible. He switches me out into my Blaze, which is not bad, as I could just go Flare Blitz, so he must switch. Otherwise, I'm going to die. But I go with U-Turn instead, whatever he sends in, so I could switch. And I send in this guy because I think I could survive. He switches as I go with a Rapid Spin, so I get all that Spikes junk out, luckily. So I send in Toxic Spikes, and he goes with a Rapid Spin. Now this is a stall off, so I'm just going to send in Stealth Rocks. He's going to go Rapid Spin. I'm going to go Toxic Spikes. He uses Earthquake eventually to get rid of, because he's just getting annoyed. So I use Earthquake and just get rid of the Excadrill. He doesn't switch because he could send in his, because he didn't want to probably waste his Swords Dance. So I send in the, so basically that happens, and then Aqua Jet does a huge amount of damage, but I can get out of there. I can get him out of there. So he lowers my attack, but I don't really care. He evolves into Mega Gyarados, so it would have been neutral before, but now it's gonna be super effective. So he is faster than me now, unfortunately. So my Alakazam is gone. Time for my Ice Shard, and so he's poisoned now, which is pretty cool actually. He goes Earthquake, doesn't do too much. I go with Rock Blast, thinking that it's super effective, but it's not actually. Oh well. So he goes Earthquake, and that doesn't kill me. That's okay. I get off that Shell Smash. I'm faster than him now, so I can just use Icicle Spear, because that's also neutral, unfortunately. My defenses are awesome, so Ice Shard is not going to do anything, even though my defense is lowered. So I go Rock Blast, and that does a really good amount of damage, actually. And it flinches in because of King's Rock, because I'm holding that. And if you haven't noticed, I do have the ability Skill Link, so that I can, all these moves, it'll always hit the max amount of times, unless of course I beat them first. So that was a pretty good sweep there. I mean, but now that he's got his new team out, I don't think I can beat him, but that's fine. I think I did pretty good this one, but just I'm not gonna do well later. Just telling you right now. In case I forget to say it later, please subscribe, please like, and make sure you put teams so I can use them in future videos. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Pokemon Dragon here, and we'll just start. My replay isn't really working very well, so I'm just gonna have to show it to you like this. So he goes with the Pursuit, and there's nothing I can do. I can just get lucky with the Focus Blast, and that does pretty good amount of damage. But because I wasn't able to hurt him too much with the Energy Ball because of the Sandstorm, which raises Rock type special defense. And he would have pursued me anyway, so there's nothing I could have done. So I go Draining Kiss because that's super effective, but he switches, unfortunately. And he goes with a Reflect as I go with Foul Play, unfortunately. So he's setting up the double screens, and I get his HP down a little bit. The Sandstorm is gone now, so that's good. But because of his ability, Justified, he unfortunately gets a special boost. However, it doesn't matter as I go with spikes, but it gets bounced back on me. So now this is a really cool thing that I think was really nice of him, pretty good of him to put this on his team. But it's an anti-Ferrothorn Fortress thing, as he lures them in with Espeon and then gets rid of them with Clefable. So he uses Wish, and I'm thinking he's going to send Espeon. So I go ahead and take advantage of that spikes and that Earthquake, and I just get rid of him first. So the Wish is rendered useless. So here goes Ferrothorn. There's nothing I can really do. I'm doing a pretty good amount of damage, actually, for Ferrothorn standards. But I get Thunder Waved, and there's not much I can do. Just keep going, I guess. Unfortunately, he sends in Leech Seed, and that's just going to keep tearing away at my health. So I am paralyzed, and he's just getting free spikes now. There's not much I can do with so much entry hazard. All I can do is just try to stall him out a little bit more, but he gets 3 spikes off. He's at 100 now, so I'm just going to take off as much HP as I can before I die, and he goes with a Gyro Ball, and I'm gone. So, if you notice, I take a lot of damage from spikes, and I'm just going to take advantage of this and just get some spikes off, that's what this guy's supposed to do anyways. So here comes Lucario, and I'm still going for spikes. He expected me to go for a foul play, but yeah, to get the Justified, I just go Draining Kiss. Unfortunately, Leech Seed is still here, and yeah, it really stinks. So he gets off that Swords Dance, but he takes a decent amount of damage. He goes Extreme Speed and just wipes out my Blaziken, sorry, not Blaziken, I saw Blaze. Infernape, and this is just gonna kill me right there, close combat. Yeah, there's not much I could have done. But anyways, that was just a spoiler really quick, but that's okay because I'm just dying right now. So this is my Walls team, and U-Turn does a good amount of damage as he switches, and I send in my Scizor. And here comes Clefable, and I take that switch to do a Swords Dance, and I just Bullet Punch him, so 1 down. Here comes Rotom Wash, and I try Bullet Punching, and it doesn't do much. So I go for Superpower next. Unfortunately, I get Will-O-Wisp. And this Hydro Pump gets a critical, which I'm sure changes the game. So I send in my Umbreon. He goes Will-O-Wisp again. That'll really hurt me. As you'll see, whenever I use Payback, it's not going to do much damage. Even though I do, you know, get hit that turn, it doesn't do anything. So what he actually does was, and I get very lucky here, he goes Rest, and he wakes up. So, as I go with a Payback. It doesn't do much, but now here's where I get lucky. He sends in his Lucario and expecting me to go for a Payback, but instead I go Toxic to whittle down that Rotom Wash, so he does not get that Justified boost. So I send in this guy, he Swords Dances and just Earthquakes me. 1 at KO. Very strong. So I send in my Talonflame and I use Flare Blitz. And that does a good amount of damage. But luckily I burn him. There's actually a 10% chance of that, so that's very nice for me. So I send in this guy because, you know, I guess he can't do much. Because he's burned. So he switches to Lucario in case I use, you know, Payback again. And I just, you know, don't want to let him... I can't do anything. I'm basically stuck here. So I go Protect. That wasn't the best idea because I wanted to kill me, I guess. And I die. He gets a 3 times attack and there's nothing I can do anymore. Now I actually do survive this close combat, which is really nice actually. He should have gone with a Extreme Speed. And his defense is lowered so I can get off that Earthquake and just wipe him out. I get my Toxic Orb up and I'm thinking, well, I can just U-turn, right? So unfortunately he's faster than me. That would have killed his Espeon though, and then so I might have won actually. I doubt it, but I get that burn off again, which is very surprising. And I take this opportunity to use a Calm Mind for future stalling against Rotom Wash and stuff. He sends in Ferrothorn though, so I just go Scald. It doesn't do anything because of the screens. And here's Scald again. I actually burn him, which is really interesting. But now we're stuck in a leech seed. We're stalling basically. That's all we can do. So I'll just leave it here, and everything's pretty much self-explanatory. So I'll try to limit my talking. He is trying to get hazards up for some reason. Because Tom Flame doesn't even get hurt by spikes, so I'm not even sure why he's doing that. But I get paralyzed, so that actually doesn't do anything. That's very funny, actually. So he finally gives up and switches as I go the slack off just to survive a little bit more. But because of Sandstorm, this guy's going to have better special defense, as I've already said. And Crunch doesn't do anything, which I'm really happy with, but it lowers my defense. So I do a pretty good amount of damage there as I'm getting healed by leftovers and leech seed, and then getting hurt by leech seed, and my defense falls, but I go with the slack off to heal some more. And unfortunately, right now, he actually gets a critical. And I would have survived a couple more turns if he didn't, but oh well, I died anyways. There wasn't much I could have done. So I sent Talon Flame, and he takes Stealth Rock damage, so I don't know why he did spikes. But I figured, well, Rock Slide didn't do anything, and that's really nice because the Sandstorm just went away. But I'm just going to let myself keep roosting while he's getting burned, because I do heal a little bit more, I believe, than his Rock Slide. But barely, just by like 1 or something, 1 HP. I actually avoid the attack there, which is really nice, so I can get off a bulk up. Unfortunately, I do take damage, so I probably shouldn't have done that. Roost actually goes first because of Gale Wings, which is really nice. And so I go Roost here while Espeon goes Burn, and that actually takes off a lot of my HP. I should have just gone and attacked him. But I go Brave Bird because that's the only thing I can really do. And there's the battle. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, please like, and please put any teams that you would like me to try or use in future battles. Thanks. Hey guys, Pokemon Dragon here, and well, this is just gonna be a fun battle to end this video. I really messed up, and so I decided to add an extra one, so if you've already seen the rest of the video, which you should have, I just kind of ended it open-endedly, so I kind of need another video. So this is a fun battle. What actually happens is that I decide to battle Blue Eyes Rising again against a superior team. As soon as the other videos come out, you'll see why. It's superior as it just beats everything. So I decided to try my best team against his best team, and both of us kept thinking that we've done this before, but we actually haven't. But we have battled each other's teams, so if you can see the side conversation is pretty funny, but So I started off with a Draining Kiss as he goes with Stealth Rock, just because it'll do a good amount of damage. I go Foul Play just in case he switches to Espeon, thinking I'm going to use Spikes. And so this turn I start using Spikes, and he goes Fire Blast. After a good amount of thinking, I decide to use Spikes again, because I don't think he's going to send in Espeon. So I send in my Shell, and unfortunately after my Shell Smash, I forgot that he's a special attacker, so my defense won't let me survive this time. That was not a very good idea. I couldn't send in anything, so I just thought, well, I'll just try getting a Quick Claw. It didn't work. So he sends in Ferrothorn, and I get Iron Barbs, which is pretty funny, and I go with Psychic. It doesn't do too much, so I go for a neutral attack, and he goes with Gyro Ball, which does a huge amount of damage. I do damage him, and he doesn't have too much HP, so I can send in a Shadow Ball. I switch out to my Aerodactyl, and he goes with Extreme Speed. He switches into Rotom Wash as I go with Roost. And I go Double Edge, which does a good amount of damage, as he goes with Hydro Pump, which connects, unfortunately. So here's this guy. I'm down to one Pokemon, so I got Thunder Punch, and it actually doesn't kill him, but it's okay because Hydro Pump misses. I should have gone with Close Combat or something. Unfortunately, however, his Lucario's Extreme Speed would have put an end to that as well, but it doesn't matter. So I do get a critical, and it does a good amount of damage. Rock Slide doesn't kill me, so that's good. The reason is because I'm Choice Banded. He's got 1 HP left, and I die. So that's the end of this battle, and as I said, I did not do well in this video. I won once, but yeah. So as I said before, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and please put teams in the comment section below that you think I should use, so I don't end up like this. Thanks for watching, guys.